I accidentally bought a naughty, alien bride meant to be tamed, but she seduced me instead. The planet Zorth Nine was a hub of interstellar trade, its sprawling markets filled with exotic goods, rare artifacts, and, unfortunately, sentient beings. The slave trade thrived here, hidden in the shadows of the bustling city. For Dr. Elias Kane, a human xenobiologist, it was a place of moral conflict. He had come to Zorth Nine to study its unique ecosystems, but the sight of sentient beings treated as property sickened him. One evening, as Elias wandered through the market, he stumbled upon a stall that made his blood boil. A slaver, a hulking brute with cybernetic implants, was showcasing an alien woman. She was a Lemurian, her skin shimmering with a soft, silvery light, and her long, flowing hair glowed like starlight. Her luminous violet eyes burned with defiance, even as she stood chained and vulnerable. The slaver grinned as Elias approached. "Interested?" he asked, his voice dripping with malice. "She's a rare one. Strong-willed but trainable. Perfect for companionship, or whatever else you desire." Elias's jaw tightened. He had no intention of buying a person, but he couldn't leave her here. "How much?" he asked, his voice cold. The slaver named a price, and Elias handed over the credits without hesitation. He unchained the Lemurian and led her away, his heart pounding with a mix of anger and relief. Once they were safely aboard his starship, the Starlight Voyager, Elias turned to the Lemurian. "You're free," he said. "I'm not your owner. I couldn't leave you there." The Lemurian stared at him, her expression unreadable. "Why?" she asked, her voice soft but steady. Elias hesitated. "Because it was the right thing to do," he said finally. "What's your name?" "Serafina," she replied. "Well, Serafina," Elias said, "you're safe now. I'll take you wherever you want to go." Serafina's eyes narrowed slightly, as if she didn't quite believe him. But she nodded, her posture relaxing just a little. Over the next few days, Elias did everything he could to make Serafina comfortable. He gave her his quarters and slept in the ship's common area, determined to respect her space. He shared his food and supplies with her, and they began to talk. Serafina told Elias about her life before, her homeworld, her family, and how she had been captured by slavers. Elias, in turn, shared his own story, his work as a xenobiologist, his travels across the galaxy, and his disgust at the cruelty he had seen. As they spent more time together, Elias found himself drawn to Serafina's strength and resilience. She was unlike anyone he had ever met, and her presence brought a sense of calm to his chaotic life. But he was careful to keep his distance, not wanting to overstep or make her uncomfortable. Serafina, however, had other ideas. One evening, as they sat together in the ship's common area, Serafina turned to Elias. "Why do you keep your distance?" she asked, her voice curious. Elias blinked, caught off guard. I don't want to make you uncomfortable," he said. "You've been through a lot. I don't want to impose." Serafina's lips curved into a faint smile. "You're not imposing," she said. "You saved me. You show me kindness and respect. That's more than anyone else has done." Elias's heart raced as she leaned closer, her luminous eyes locking onto his. "I don't want to be free of you, Elias," she said softly. "I want to stay with you." Before Elias could respond, Serafina kissed him, her touch warm and electric. Elias's mind spun as he kissed her back, the walls he had built around his heart crumbling in an instant. From that moment on, their relationship deepened. Serafina became an integral part of Elias's life, helping him with his research and bringing a sense of joy and purpose to his work. They traveled the galaxy together, exploring new worlds and uncovering the mysteries of the universe. But their peace was not without challenges. The slavers who had captured Seraphina were not willing to let her go so easily. They tracked her down, determined to reclaim their property. Elias and Seraphina found themselves on the run, facing danger at every turn. But they faced it together, their bond growing stronger with each challenge they overcame. One night, as they prepared to leave a remote outpost, they were ambushed by the slavers. The fight was fierce, but Elias and Seraphina fought back with everything they had. Seraphina used her Lemurian abilities to create blinding flashes of light, disorienting their attackers. Elias, with his combat skills and determination, kept them safe. In the end, they emerged victorious, but Elias was badly injured. Seraphina tended to his wounds, her hands trembling as she worked. "You could have died," she said, her voice filled with emotion. Elias smiled weakly. "It was worth it," he said, "to keep you safe." Seraphina's eyes filled with tears, and she leaned down, pressing her lips to his in a gentle, heartfelt kiss. Elias's heart raced as he kissed her back, the warmth of her touch melting away the pain and fear. In the days that followed, their relationship deepened even further. The danger they had faced together had forged a bond that neither could deny. They found solace in each other's arms, their love a beacon of light in the darkness of the galaxy. But their journey wasn't over yet. The slavers would not give up so easily, and they needed to find a way to escape for good. Using Elias's knowledge of the galaxy and Seraphina's unique abilities, they devised a plan to leave Zorth Nine and start a new life together. Their journey took them to a remote colony on the edge of the galaxy, a place where they could live in peace and anonymity. They built a new life together, their love growing stronger with each passing day. Elias opened a small research lab, while Seraphina taught Lemurian art and culture to the colony's children. Her performances brought joy to everyone around her, and her love for Elias gave her the courage to face whatever challenges lay ahead. One evening, as they stood on a hill overlooking the colony, Seraphina turned to Elias. "Thank you," she said softly, "for giving me a second chance." Elias smiled, his eyes reflecting the starlight. "You've given me more than I ever could have imagined," he said. "You've shown me the true meaning of love and courage." Seraphina reached out and took his hand, her touch warm and reassuring. "We are a family," she said, "and as long as we're together, we can face anything." As they stood there, hand in hand, watching the stars twinkle above, Seraphina felt a sense of peace she had never known before. She had lost so much, but she had also found something precious, a love that transcended species and worlds, a bond that would endure for a lifetime. And in that moment, under the vast expanse of the galaxy, Seraphina knew that she was home.